here we go. It's the DJI Mini 4 Pro Spring 2025 flight. And what do we have in the air? Dandelions. They're everywhere, buddy. Okay, let's see if we can find our way through this to our takeoff mat. There it is. And we're up. Here's a breeze about 5 to 10 miles an hour. Probably a good 10 miles an hour. Straight at the way I'm facing, straight north. So, and it is variable, and it's blowing the drone just a little bit to the right of the landing pad. So when we come back, precision landing may not be in the cards. We'll see. Anyway, I'm letting it take off, find its location, and let's get up and get away here. It's a beautiful April flight, 2025. We're going to see if there's any colors out, and there are some greens, lots of greens. Still a lot of trees that haven't done much of anything yet. But we're going to go out for a short flight anyway and see how the Mini 4 Pro likes this spring flight. And we're up and at 'em. We're looking down the walking trail here over the wildlife area. Don't see any walkers out there. Did see some earlier. You head down and look at this guy. Looks like he's got a nice pond here. Looks like someplace I ought to have a line in right now. Wetting a line, but I've got a feeling the guy with that kind of money wouldn't want me fishing in his pond. Got a pretty nice place here. Yeah, I haven't been doing too much fishing lately, but now is the time. The water's starting to warm up, so the catfish are getting active. And my buddy caught a mess of big bluegill the other day. So I need to get out there pretty soon. Anyway, boy, that's a beautiful looking pond. This guy's got a nice area there. Wow. Nice piece of land. Let's head over this way and fly into the wind a little bit and see what we see. Everything is greening up. We just had 2 inches of rain last night. And it's supposed to rain just about every other day for the next week or two. So flying time is going to be very limited. So I thought I'd get her out there and get some wind up her skirt today. Get the cobwebs out of her and let her fly around and stretch her legs or wings or propellers or props or whatever. So anyway, we're going down the road here. There's a soccer field coming up on the left, but I don't see any kids on it. So we'll fly up here, and then we're probably going to just angle up here to the right a little ways. And we'll see. Let's drift up here. I see a high line up here where, see that green soccer field in front of us there? I think we're going to drift to the right here and come up this high line. Check this out. Oh, it's pretty odd. It looks like the river's up a little bit with the rain that we've got. You can see it there. That's called the Little Blue. It got some catfish in it, but it's also very dirty river. So I don't do much fishing in that river. And we're going to try to get up here by the soccer field, and then we're going to see if we can drift off to the right. We'll fly down this high line here. I see some colors coming in the trees now. It's more greens. All the colorful trees, the fall trees, are not leafed out yet. Today's temperature at flight time was about 55 degrees. So not too bad. Okay, here's a high line. I want to kind of drift up this high line here. It's a rise in topography about 150 feet. You can see how that hill just rises and rises and it drops down. Did a lot of deer hunting here on a managed hunt bow hunt a couple of years ago. Saw quite a few deer. Didn't get any out of there, but some people I were hunting did. Okay. Yeah, I see exactly. I'm thinking about flying at this spot right up here on one of my next flights. I see a nice clearing there by those high lines. If I can get around those high lines, should be a pretty flight. Anyway, let's come back over this neighborhood here, and I kind of see what in the future distance, there it is. I see what I want to see. And you can see it at the top of the screen. I'm a sucker for these and trains. So we'll get squared away here. Let's see, a little bit more to the right. There it is. I see it. Now, the skyline is pretty even. The DJI tilted skyline doesn't seem to be much in effect today. Anyway, I was just looking at my loading program here, and it tells me that if I don't sign into my account in 9 days at DJI, that they'll log me out and I won't be able to fly but about 50 feet away. So I've watched some other videos on people like this, and it seems like DJI is doing this to force updates to your drone and your controller, whether you want them or not. So it looks like I'm going to get some forced updates. You stick their nose in your business, can't let you fly. Ooh, I like that. Looks like a little pond there. They dug that out. Huh. We'll come up this way. I see what I want to fly around. So anyway, I've got to figure out how to get that done if I want to keep flying in DJI's graces. I don't know how DJI is handling these tariffs, but I wouldn't want to have to buy a drone right now. The price of them are just going out of this world, they're all from China. And you can't get them past customs anyway, so the DJI stuff. You can get other drones past customs, but everybody I know seems to be getting their stuff held up in customs from DJI. So here it is. I'm a sucker for these things. We're coming back over the wildlife area now. And let's see, we might want to try something here. Let's stop here. Whoa, got a pretty good tailwind on me. Let's see if we can just maybe do a little manual orbit around here. I'm standing out in the sun, and the reflection off of my controller's right in my eyes, so you'll kind of have to forgive me. It's going to be a rough one, but we'll see how we go here. It would have been much easier just to do a point of interest and circle it, but I'm not much for all of the automatic things that you can do. I'd rather fly by the seat of the pants and try to do them myself. Much more fun. Anyway, that looks pretty good, I think. Not bad for a old man with blind in one eye and can't see out of the other. Managing to keep it pretty steady there. And a little pickup in speed there. Get all the way around it. We'll just ease off to the right here once we've made our orbit or our circle around it. There we go. Kind of like that. Huh. Now we'll drift off to the right. Successful orbit. Successful manual orbit. Anyway, we're going to fly back over the wildlife area here. It's a park and conservation area. After we go over here and see what this construction is. Got my eye. Look like they've dug here too, and as you can tell, it's filled up with rainwater in the last couple days. So I don't think they'll be doing much work in there until that dries out. I wanted to take a look at these woods here. Boy, that'd be a good bow hunting area. I'll have to give it a look sometime. Anyway, you can see the cedars are all green, and a lot of the other trees are starting to green up. The the Bradford pears, they have a terrible and problem with Bradford pears in the area I live in. Uh, the city and state planted them and put thousands and thousands of them things in all along the roads and everything. And before they finally realized that the snow breaks the limbs down and they're really an invasive species, they just take over everything. Pretty soon you've got them all over the place, whether you want them or not. So they need to cut down a few of them. I know the conservation department was trying to cut some of them down a few years back, but there's so many of them that they made the mistake on planting that they're not going to be able to do much with it now. Boy, they've got a nice clearing there. I think they're going to put apartments in there. Let's fly back over this way, take a right, and come back over the hill here. There we are. Okay, we'll head back over where this pond is and this lake over this, I think that's called Midwest Research Institute. They grow a lot of stuff and do a lot of experimenting for things to put in supplements, you know, for people that take supplements and drinks and all that other stuff. They own a lot of land, I can tell you that. They own all of that water, all of the woods around there. They got it all fenced off pretty good, too. You don't want nobody in there. Anyway, was hoping to see some turkey. Turkey season starts tomorrow, but don't see any. A lot of times you'll see this time of the year, the gobblers will be out on the edges of these fields with the hens strutting. Yeah, they got something growing there. Yeah, let's come on out here to this exit and catch the main road here and loop our way back. I've seen a lot of turkey in this area right here coming out of the woods, but do not see any right now. Lots of deer too. We'll come up here and see if we can catch this main road here and get on back. I think we've got about 60% battery left. So now we got a little wind with us. We should make some time now. Let's stay over here on the side of the road, cross the road here. Here's my buddy's house up there. Let's see. I do not see him out and about. Usually he's out there cutting that big old green area that he's got behind there his lawn. That's too much grass for me to cut. That's for darn sure. Wow. Anyway, we're coming up to our lodge up here that I belong to. And it's closed right now. I don't see anybody. So we'll exit that area and then we're going to fly back over the wildlife area, conservation area, I should say. It's conservation and a county park area. Now we just did a burn in here, a prescribed burn, about a month ago, and you can see the color where the burn took place, and it's coming back real good. Animals should be happy. Got a lot of invasive weeds out of there. And things seem to be growing back at a tremendous pace now that we've got some rain, so it looks pretty good. There's a nice tree line here. This area up here is lots of doe bedding area right in here where all these small cedars and stuff are. They're in this area thick. I've hunted this area a couple times, shot a few deer out of it with a bow. I wanted to look. They put a new road or a new right-of-way in here to the left. I'm going to drift over here to the left, I think. Let me lift this camera up a little bit. There's a lake. There's lots of small catfish in that lake and bluegill. But there's also a ton of seaweed, what we call seaweed, kelp, whatever you want to call it, in that lake. I'm going to turn here to the left. I want to look up here and go up here just a little ways. This guy's got a nice lake on his property there too. Boy, things were rough all over. I'm telling you. I can see me dragging a big bass out of there, or preferably a big catfish. Better eating than bass. There's another lake over there I got to look into. Okay, let's get back on to the takeoff point. Just drift back here to the right. Come back this way a little ways and we'll see how close we can get on a precision landing here. Okay, let's put her in. Okay. Gave her the command. Let's see. Like I said, the wind was blowing when I took off, so she's probably not going to come back exactly to the mat, but we'll get her close anyway. So anyway, here we're going to come down, lose a little altitude here. See if we can find our takeoff spot. Hope you guys like this. It's just a nice spring flight. There's the landing pad right there. Just to take her out, the Mini 4 Pro, and get a little wind up her skirt. Okay, let's turn to the right here. There we go. Yeah, she's off a little bit, but I think we can do this. She's wanting to land, but she's not seeing the landing pad as well as she should. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay safe, treat others the way you want to be treated. The golden rule is still the best way to go. And we'll try to get some more content up there for you soon. And here we go. Come on, baby. Now she's making up her mind. And boom.